matters is achieving your goal. And everything works out.
How you pronounce this your name?
Kwaku. Quay.
Kwaku.
You got it.
Okay. So
He's a coach. Then I'm the consultant. I'm really gonna help you talk your way through it, help you kind of get the details down. He the one gonna help you do it. We do the hands-on training. We do a lot of exercise, a lot of physical activity. He do martial arts training. It just depends on really where your interests are, because there's plenty of things that we can do.
What's your feedback on the website? What did you see? Or what did you think about it?
I was confused.
Give me that. We start paying people for feedback. What we do is we specialize in creation, all right? So I want you to relax a little bit. We want to have fun with what you're doing. That's the whole,
right.
That's the core. You want to map the time I told you, or I shared with you. It's all around you and the time you got. Even with working for children, we know that's a goal now.
Right.
That's something you want to do. So it take time. Boom. You got to stay. How much hour you gonna get? How many children you gonna
be able to handle comfortably?
How many days a week you want to watch them? So we're gonna do those things.
You want it to be fun. You don't want it to get to a point where go get these babies. It could get that way once you don't really map it out. So it'll be fun.
And so that's why she asked you today, how much time you had. Did you have time to do class, because you realized the most important thing to do is to teach yourself how to pay yourself first. So just like you said, you got a ton of exams next week. Mm-hmm. Now, after you signed in and became a member of the network, and you're willing to learn about it, because there's a lot to it as far as because there's a lot of members. We travel all around the world every month, ideally twice a month, and so we doing a lot of stuff. We help people AAA cash flow. We specialize in focusing on exciting things like achieving your goal in record time. So, what's your goal now as a children activity specialist? How much did you want to make a month?
What would be comfortable over what you're already making? It's above and beyond everything you're doing. That's how much how much would you be comfortable per month? Or think about per week. However you come up with the number.
And if you don't know, don't be holding up.
She about to say something.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm making $8 to $10 an hour now.
All right. How much is that a week? How much is that a month? What you gonna feel comfortable with making a month, or what's your expenses are per month? That kind of how you can start. You know what I mean? And then think about that, and then think about how much more you would like making.
Yeah, I want to make some money because I'm about to move.
How much? You want to think of exciting number. I told you. That's what I'm saying.
You don't know. That's the bonus answer. Because that's what you get a culture consultant for. Because we got to think about this. If you don't ever think about it and map it out and say what exactly you want to make, you don't know what you're going to make. It's stay in the unknown zone.
Write it, feel it.
Yeah, I would have to write it.
That's what we help you do. Because if you don't first talk about it, if you ain't thinking about it, then you won't get to write it down.
Yeah, I would have to write it though. Write it because I'm about to move out, so I had to put that in there.
Right. How much
rent,
it's gonna cost?
Gas.
Right.
This stuff is in there.
So you got something to write on? All you gotta do is get some paper out, figure this stuff out.
This is why we first determine how much time you have
today, so we know how much time we had to, really spend on each little subject, so we can move, and we could go to other locations too. We don't have to necessarily stay here. You know what I mean? It's just about what your schedule is like, what you want to do, what you want to accomplish, and how much time you willing to invest in getting your goal. How much you paying? How much you gonna be paying in rent per month?
My rent gonna be like $700.
Right, write that down. Then we gonna have a house, car note or something like that. You plan?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be about $200-300. How much? $300 a month. $5. Say at least $3. So that's the $1,000 right there.
$600 together with the insurance and the note.
Right. You know that.
Yes.
Get your little number. So you gonna give me really an estimate. You don't have to get specific, but at least you'll know roundabout how much you need to be making. Even if it's $2,000-3,000, or if it's $5,000, you want to know exactly what you need.
12-15, doing good. 12-16, doing good, doing good.
Right. So how much you thinking now you're gonna need it per month?
I don't know.
Okay. How much are your expenses at least
What's
per
that? Are
month?
we going to the next page? What's
No,
that?
I'm saying this is. I'm saying.
All right,
I'm
add
about to
that
rip it out.
up. Oh, okay, go ahead. Just go ahead and add it up, so because I just really need
Just
estimates.
leave it on there.
Yeah, you just need to just add it up and say how much is your expenses per month. You about what, $5,000 worth of expenses per month? What you got, about
Two.
2,000? All right. So is that food included in there too? Your clothes included
I
in there?
put my clothes and my shoes.
All right. Well, you know you're gonna need some more for food,
Throw the food in.
gas.
I put gas in
Put
there.
that in
Put
there.
gas and lights.
All right.
Yep.
And the phone bill.
Yep.
You got the car, and the
Yep.
insurance, and the rent.
I mean gas in the vehicle. You got that in there too?
No, I ain't put gas in there.
You know gas is high right now. You got to factor this stuff in.
Quick.
How far you think you'll be, going and compare, because my daughter, she didn't factor that in. That's the whole distance from she was in Saginaw and then coming back and forth, all that
You
stuff.
talking about like for the whole month?
Yeah.
Gas in the car?
Yeah. It's gonna be an expense.
About 1,000.
Yeah, that's gonna
Yeah,
be like
it's gonna be an
1,000.
Yeah.
And then, like, see, she's the detail expert. So she, like, know how to just pull it exactly out.
Yeah, to get them numbers down.
Because it could be 2,000. It could be 3,000. It depends on how we travel.
Right.
So now our expense is probably about, we up to 5,000 yet? Or we still about three?
Yep. Still
About 3,000. All right. So
So
then,
we put you at 5. We know your goal
Yeah.
will need to be
yeah,
about
you're gonna
10.
need to make about.
You need to knock about 10,000 a month. Because your expenses is at
Yeah, you're
5,000. You still got to invest. At some point, right?
And you want it to be unlimited. Think unlimited, because whatever you thinking about, what you can make is what you can make. Don't think like, because
Right.
it's seeming like it's too much or whatever. It's once you write it down and say this what
Yeah,
I
I'm a
need.
cheap person though. I ain't gonna lie.
I got
But
you.
you
So
doing-
then you know that you could do good.
Because we created. See, that's what we love about our network. See, you getting to create your own world.
However it is you like
Exactly
to
how you
do.
desire. Boom. That's why you got 5,000 is your expenses. So you got a 10,000. Boom. That's
You make about $10,000 a month. That'd be good. Have you feel good? Can you feel good about
Yeah,
that?
I would love to make that.
All right, great.
All right.
Wonderful. So wrap your mind around it that it is possible. So 10,000 a month would get you
100,000 a year.
100,000 a year.
Yep, you're right.
All right. So then, if you made 100,000 a year with us, if we helped you make $100,000 a year, how much do you think it would be fair to pay a coaching consultant in a percentage-wise to help you make $100,000 more a year?
Fair percentage.
A percentage?
Yeah. How much? What percentage would you think it would
50%, 60%, 30%.
Yeah, something like 30 or 40.
say? Okay, you could say 30 to 30 or
Say
40, or you could
plus.
say
Just do
plus.
Yeah, 30.
That way
Put
you got your-
$100,000,
Whatever feel fair as we progress.
and you said 30%. All right. In that way, and you could begin to pay with time, people, or money. There's 3 ways to pay.
So if you make 100,000, you pay us 30%. You're gonna pay us 30,000.
Right.
All right. You got it. You make 100,000, boom, give us 30. That means you got 70 left.
Right.
And we in creation. See, that's what this whole application is designed for you to create what it is your
So
business
we
is
make
going to be.
10,000 a month. You paying us 3,000 a month. That's about
How much is that a day?
100 a day, I think, or $10 a day, man. Let me see.
Because it's $5,000 a month or $10,000 a month.
Yeah. And let me get to this calculator. All right. So you paying us 3,000 a month. 5, 30.
Man,
It's 100 a day.
She
Cool.
making 100 a day?
She making she make
She making
$333 a day, 33 cents.
And she making $333
$33.
and 33 cents a day.
Yeah, she paying us 100 a day.
All right, she paying 100 a day. So
How
how
many
much?
hours?
I say 8. 8
5.
hours.
You can put 8 hours a day on that.
5.
How many
We
days
know
a
it's
week?
5 days.
So we're gonna do 4 days at
5.
5 hours. Because what you can do in 8 hours, we're gonna help you do it in 5, and what we could do in 5 days, we're gonna help you do it in 4. So that way we're gonna still get paid for the same amount of days, but we only gonna do 4 days.
Right.
Still do the same amount of hours. We get paid for 8 hours, but we're only gonna work 8 hours, and then you'll pay us $100 a day.
Well, that's $20 an hour, and you make it
Or an hour.
you make it
Let's just work it
333 divided by
4,
5.
5,
$66 an hour.
$66 an hour.
60 cents, so $67 an hour. And you're paying us $20 an hour. Man, we love
All right, so that makes sense. So now you got to make it so that you would be valuable, invaluable, so to speak. You know what I mean? So you want to think about your child activity service company, and you could do it and work for somebody else until you're able to make it your own business. You know what I mean? So until you're able to have it as your own business, you want to be working for somebody else in that same business that you're going to have as your business. Right. So now you got to think about your value and what you do that's different. And we're going to come up with all this stuff for our next meeting. What your goals are, your long-term and short-term goals, and we able to help you do it in record time through our method of creation, which is different. That's where the education come in at. That's where the classes come in at, because it's something that people not used to doing. Every word has power. So we speak our word into existence. You speak positive words, you get positive results. You speak negative words, you get negative results. So it's going, sometimes, we have to change the way we speak in order to get a different result. What you have for us, honey?
Oh, you on. How many children you want to work? Per hour, like how much you want to charge? 5 hours, 10 hours? I don't know, $3.
That would be hard because there's a lot of people out here that got kids.
We're gonna throw that on the next appointment. Boom. How much you got on it today? You gonna make 66, we making 20. How much on the 20 you got today? You got 10?
Well, just create. We're in creation mode. So you have to speak it and think it into existence before it can happen. So just think about what you want to make today, and if after you make that $66 today, how much you want to put on.
Yeah, you making 33. You're doing this all in. You got 6
how much you want to
left.
put on your coaching
So I'm discussing the
consultant
money, 'cause you're making
today.
the money already.
What you making $100 today?
$33.
$33 today?
We making $10. Because we make an hour, 66 an hour, you did 30 minutes.
Oh, because you only wanted to do, see, that's because that's all you got is 30 minutes today. You see, if you actually wanted to put more time on your money today, then you would be able to make more today. You know what I'm saying? Because if all you got is 30 minutes, then that's all you got is 30 minutes.
Right.
But if you have more time, then you would be able to make more money today. You know what I mean? And so once you go into creation, you just got to know that we got to be able to put whatever, pay yourself first. So we got to be able to put something on it in order for you to be able to get it. And it comes from time. You got to put some time on it, and you got to put some money on it, and you got to put some people on it in order for you to be able to get that back out of it.
Remember, I hit you with the first hair cracker. How many children you want? Because I didn't want to just pop children on you immediately. So then once we put that on the next appointment, I said, well, boom, what you got on it today? Because you got to be, that's going to teach you to pay yourself first.
Just get you thinking about it.
Yeah, and it's just your thought process. It's what you growing, you changing. Because you're doing things different. It's all happening fast, but like I said, as you keep up with it, you can do it.
Think about your marketing.
You're going to keep it easy. Like you got a coach consultant to help you, so it's a little different than you doing it all on your own. Because some of the first things we do is build our team, a 5-star team, so that we can do what we do best and let the others do the rest. Like I said, you in school, I don't know if you said you got another job, but see, all that's going to go into time. Like if you give us 5 hours a day, or if you learn how to pay yourself for 6 hours a day, you see what I'm saying? That's time factored into what you're already doing.
Right.
So we teach you methods and techniques to accelerate your performance excellence, so you can achieve some goals quicker. So we have you doing some things that's absolutely
Doing major
different,
time with
you
major
know,
influences
with
and
us.
minor time with minor.
So you get a quicker return. That's why I was sharing with you about your brain.
Chop your
You
day
could
up.
crystallize, today as you able to say, yes, I got it today. Boom. Right then, boom. I made $33. Boom. You're giving us $10. I'm like, boom, what you got? How much you got? And then whatever your response is, you can say it. Because it's your first date, so it ain't no wrong answers. You see what I'm saying? Even all what I'm telling you, ain't no wrong answers. Because you're going to learn how to wrap your mind around creation. And then allowing,
feeling good about what you're saying, not having to actually physically see it in order for you to speak it.
I know you don't know. I'm done. That's why I'm
No, I'm
just
saying
showing
I don't know. Like everything I do, I have to go over it with my mother.
Go over with
So
your mom.
whatever, you know what I'm saying.
what
I
you do
have to
for
go.
your moms, you keep it. That's why we got you codified for what you do with your mom. You show her a website. You tell her, Mom, I interviewed. I'm thinking about doing child care.
Activity specialist.
Children activity specialist.
Right, because you have child care, you got to have a license for.
Uh-huh.
Children activity specialist, you don't have to have a license
You
for.
got to tell your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you're going to be
Write that
doing.
down.
Children
Exactly.
activity specialist.
Children activity specialist.
Well, I already know
That's the
that.
position.
My mom already know
Write that down, please. I'm telling you. Once you told me you got to report to somebody outside of yourself, you need to write that down. Children activity specialist.
Yeah.
So you can
Child
say,
specialist.
yeah, that's cool. That's what I'm saying. See how it got different than what I say? Because if she talked to me, I'm going to say children activity specialist. And then if you say a child something, it'll be
Child
fine.
specialist.
Right. But
Yeah, she got her own idea of what she do.
Right. But
That's
your
the
mama
best
will have
thing,
a
too.
source that she could be able to look. I say, well, what did she write? She wrote that. So if I'm saying something different than what you said, she can keep up. Because
Right.
you interviewed for a job to get $66 an hour watching children. So that ain't nothing different. And you did it in 28 minutes. So I'm happy. I'm like, go ahead, go report.
When you
follow back up with us.
when you'll be able to meet with us again, what's your schedule like? When you have some more time to work on your great goal that we just wrote out for you.
It's like we got children available now, but you gotta have time. You gotta still organize some things.
Right.
That's why we just setting up another appointment, keep it real easy for you.
So when I know I got to take a class for that. So
Well, it's a little different, because you created. I'm like, have you been a child before?
huh?
Have you been a child before?
What you
Were
mean?
you a child? Were you
Yeah,
ever a child?
yeah.
Have you ever, guided children to learn how to read or how to write?
Yeah, I just did that last
Um,
month.
Have any children ever empowered you or gave you guidance to learn how to read or write or do math?
Nah, not no little kid.
No, in your growing state, when you were
Oh.
perceived as a child, was you
Was
like
it older
8,
children
somebody
that was
10
able
or
to guide
12
you
or-
and help
Yeah,
you?
was
Yeah, I
anybody
say my
ever
brothers.
guide you?
My
All right,
brothers.
so you have experience,
Got
right?
the experience.
With providing activities, right? For children, right?
Right.
So I'm going to keep it kind of easy.
Simple.
It's very important to do that because
That way you don't feel like I gotta do nothing or I can't do it or something.
Let's be
And she was
honest.
just asking about the training
Well,
that's
I know,
gonna, that
I
she
know
gonna have
I
to
was
do in
gonna
order to be
take
able to
you-
work.
I was
Because she
gonna
don't
take
work.
you-
I know
I was
her
gonna
mind
take
is
you
on
in a
work.
whole another direction. Because remember, you want to get your goal done, right?
Right, but I had to do a lot of things to get that done.
Well, we just freeing you up on that. I'm just freeing you up. That's why I want to know when your next appointment. And then that way we can go into more of what we can do. Because it's easier that way, believe me. It's far easier.
The activities that you have to do.
The
Right.
time that you have, when your next appointment that you're available.
This week or next week? Got
I'll
other,
say next
next week could be better. All
What
right.
day
And
is
then
good?
your school days are better or the days that you're out of school?
the school days.
All right.
'cause
So
I
Monday
gotta
next
work.
week. What about I think Monday you probably could meet after you get out of school. Monday. That's Monday's day. The date is the
That would be the 20th Monday.
that would be the 20th. All right, yeah, so can we meet you?
How you be getting to school?
My brother take me to school.
Oh, yeah? That's what's up.
We can meet you at 1 o'clock on Monday.
Monday. 20th.
Yeah, Monday.
I
the
probably
20th.
alright.
At
Where
1.
though? When you text me we have to come up here, I'll probably be gone.
Can we meet you at your house?
It don't matter. That mean you would meet
that's
my
where you would be at? You meet your mom?
Yeah.
All right, so that'll be a good appointment for Monday.
Right.
We'll come to your house. That way we can meet mom.
Then that's when there's all the questions.
Yeah, we can get all that stuff answered. Get it out the way early. So, green at 1 o'clock.
Right.
You be home. You be happy about it, feeling better, feeling good.
Give me your you get your address in here. That's right. I know what's going on.
What's your late for your next appointment?
Huh?
You want me to what's your next appointment?
What's your address?
I mean your address.
29277 Lund.
Spell it.
L-U-N-D Avenue.
And this in what city?
Moor, Michigan.
Right. Well, you'll be on our navigation route.
Yep.
You got weekends available, right? For the watch the children?
Yeah, I would have weekends available, but it had to fit in like to my other schedule.
Yeah, there's stuff going on the weekend.
Right. What time? Is your other job flex? It gets flex, or you go to work the same day, same
Yeah,
time?
every day the same day. It's 8 hours, so I had to.
Right. What time you go to work on Friday, on Saturdays, and Sunday?
And from the morning,
What?
8 o'clock.
8 to 5 or something like that.
Eight,
So in the
yeah.
evening, she usually
So
be
you
free.
can do 6 to 10 or 6 to 12.
Right, but I can change that if I need
If
to.
she needed to do, she could do something.
Right.
She could switch it up.
You
It's just 8 hours.
What about Friday?
Friday, yeah.
You available Friday afternoons to watch children?
Afternoon. Yeah, I ain't got school. Yeah, I was thinking about school.
All right, so all right, we got 3 potential days. Great.
Friday, Sunday. Perfect. All right.
So, all right, we going to our next appointment.
Yeah.